to the Quality of Life podcast. My name is Erin Olson, and I am a businesswoman and mother who has been studying personal growth for over 15 years. I've tried almost all of the habits and hacks out there. My goal is to use my real-life experience to show you which tricks and habits make the biggest changes to your quality of life with the least amount of time and energy on your part. We will cover everything from habits to hacks, fitness to family, and everything in between. Now, let's dive on into today's topic. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Quality of Life podcast. I am your host, Erin Olson, and this week we are tackling the business tool known as the elevator pitch. Just quickly, I wanted to check in on last week's homework. I really hope that you took the steps to get your logo and your website started and launched. Oh my gosh, this is such an exciting and fun time in your business. You really have to make sure that you are thankful for these times. And just a hint, document these times. Take pics of behind the scenes. And if you can find just a few minutes at the end or the beginning of each day, write down some notes in your calendar or your notebook because you will want to look back and have these for when your business has grown significantly. Then you can show others just how you did it. It gets pretty easy to forget how you overcame certain obstacles and just the amount of obstacles that you overcame and took that scary step into owning your own business. Plus, it makes for some really fun social media posts in the future. So make sure you're documenting the behind the scene pictures of maybe your prototypes or how you were putting together product or making signage or the first time you went and did a sales pitch on somebody or made a speech or anything. These are the things that are going to create so many good pieces of content in the future when you are huge, because guys and gals, I know that your business is going to be huge. All right, now back to this week's topic, the elevator pitch. So what exactly is an elevator pitch? Well, this is a quick description of what you do. Basically, if you've ever had a person who asks you what you do and you launch into a 5 or 10 minute conversation of all the details of your job and how you got the job and who your boss is and all the people that you work with and a bunch of facts about what you do? Or have you had someone ask you what you do and you start saying, well, it's complicated? This is not a Facebook profile detail about a relationship, guys. And yes, while your job or your business might include a lot of different things or a lot of different services or products, keeping the answer to this question short and sweet is of the utmost importance. That is also a common theme in small businesses, keeping things short and to the point. Business can be so complicated in itself, so let's get into the habit of keeping the things that we can very short and to the point. It's really going to help you to keep the main thing, and really focus on what's important. Back in about 2013, Hey Chicks was in a competition at the University of Minnesota for a startup business contest called the Minnesota Cup. In that competition, they helped you to get your company to the point where you could pitch it to potential investors, kind of like Shark Tank. And one of the training sessions that we had was all about formulating your elevator pitch. Guys, I had no idea what an elevator pitch was, but I totally got schooled and I realized just how important of a tool in business it can be. So I thought that I would pass that info on to help you guys. So the elevator pitch is a brief and compelling introduction to yourself, your business, your product, or your idea. It's called an elevator pitch because it is designed to be delivered in the time it takes for an elevator ride, typically lasting anywhere from 30 seconds to a max of 2 minutes. I don't know about you, but I've been on elevators way longer than that. But for the sake of this conversation, that is your time frame, 30 seconds to 2 minutes. The goal of an elevator pitch is to capture the listener's attention, communicate the key points about what you're offering, and leave a memorable impression. Have you ever watched Shark Tank? Well, when they come through those double doors after going through that tunnel of sharks, and in front of the investment sharks, they say hi and immediately give their elevator pitch. This is like a handshake with your business to another person. The key is that you want to make it interesting and grab their attention so that they ask you for more information. And if you've ever watched that show, you've seen some people go out there stiff as a board and so nervous that they just flubber through the whole thing. And then you see other people that you can tell have practiced it so much that their confidence is just exuding from them. So you want to be in the latter group. So we're going to tell you how to get this going. Now, the average person's attention span is only 8.25 seconds. That is so short. So you want to engage them before something else really shiny gets their attention. So how do you do that? Do you compress your whole life story in under 2 minutes? Probably not. Well, this is exactly what I'm going to show you today. This is meant to give you the confidence in your business and telling others about it so that you can grow. There are 6 parts to a successfully crafted elevator pitch: the hook, your introduction, your business product or service description, the problem you solve or your value proposition, your relevance to the listener, and a call to action. So let's break them down and craft your elevator pitch. All right, we are going to start with a hook. A hook is something to grab someone's attention. It's either like a piece of trivia or a fact that's not necessarily well known that somehow pertains to your industry somehow. Here's an example. Did you know that 80% of new businesses struggle with creating an effective elevator pitch? Well, the Quality of Life podcast has the formula that is changing the game. Get it? All right, so next, you're going to introduce yourself and your company clearly and simply. Here is my example for this show. Hi, I'm Erin Olson from the Quality of Life podcast. We specialize in helping new business owners in creating and communicating a clear elevator pitch. Got it? Now, how can you use that in your business? Then, the next thing is to define your unique value proposition. Okay, that's business lingo that you should probably learn, but that just boils down to the problem you solve and how you are different from other people in the industry. So this is where you're going to briefly touch on how you solve that problem and what makes you different. Here's my example. In today's world, creating an elevator pitch that can grab someone's attention long enough to get them interested in what you do can be challenging, making most business owners at a loss for words when they are asked what they do. Our mission is to help clear up all of the noise in our heads so that we can clearly and effectively grab someone's attention and make them want to know more. Unlike most books and websites about this topic, we create an easy-to-follow formula to help our listeners do it themselves. How's that sound, guys? All right, now we are going to tell them how this is relevant to them. Like, if you're a new business owner, you need a clear and simple elevator pitch to help you get the word out. Our elevator pitch formula is designed for you. That's as simple as it needs to be. And finally, the most important part of any elevator pitch is a call to action. A lot of people fail here because they feel pushy or like they're trying to sell somebody like a used car salesman. And nobody wants to feel like that. But the reason they feel that is just because it is not the correct call to action for this time or for you. So you have to make it your own. You're not asking somebody to buy your product or service here. You are also not feeding them the whole meal. This is just an appetizer. So you're going to let them know what the next step is to get more information. So my example would be, here's my card if you'd like to know more. Or hey, I have this website you can go to if you want more information. It's theerinolson.com/pitch, and you can get more information there. That's it. See? It's really not that complicated. The complicated part is drilling down on the most important information you can without going overboard, and then practicing it over and over and over again until it is something that you can just spout off without hesitation. To make this easy for you, I created a free worksheet with the easy elevator pitch formula. You can download it now at theerinolson.com/pitch. See, that really wasn't that hard. Can you imagine how good it's going to feel to be able to explain exactly what you do without fumbling through it? Well, I bet you can guess what your homework is this week. Yep, you guessed it. It is to print out that formula from theerinolson.com/pitch and get that elevator pitch drilled down and practice it until it is second nature. This will really help engage potential customers and show that you are confident about what you do. And that confidence will make people want to do business with you. So let's get to work, guys. All right, guys. Well, if this was helpful for you, or you know somebody who it might help, please share it with them. They don't even need to have a new business. It can be people in all professions, salespeople to garbage men, and it can help them get clear on their job. And when people ask them, it might make it more interesting. It might even help someone trying to get a date. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening, and I'm going to see you next week on the Quality of Life podcast. See ya. Thanks for listening to today's episode. Be sure to check us out on the Quality of Life podcast, Facebook and Instagram pages, and our website, theerinolson.com, for downloads and more information. That is THEERINOLSON.com. Stay up to date by joining our email newsletter. Together, we can improve all of our quality of life.